We're back, haircuts intact. What's going on, sub bosses? My name, as always, is Boss Ron, and WB Montreal keeps putting out the hits. It seems like we have a brand new gameplay demo / reveal, if you will, focusing primarily on NightWing and Red Hood. It seems like it was almost about 2 months ago we were covering the release date for Gotham Knights. Specifically, WB Montreal had revealed to us. With that, now that it's May, it seems like this is right around that timeline where the press kits are going to now start kind of ramping up, if you will, in terms of just seeing more about the game, the gameplay itself, a little bit more of the story elements tied in. We're probably going to get a launch trailer in like July, August of time, if the planned release date is still going to be October of this year. Now, I haven't seen the gameplay reveal quite yet, but I have seen some rogue tweets from fans, good and bad alike. The bad primarily focusing on combat elements as well as the overall look and feel of Gotham Knight doesn't seem to quite match that bar that Rocksteady had set with their swan song that they had done, which was Arkham Knight. However, knowing that WB Montreal is the studio that's working on Gotham Knights, this story kind of tracks when you really look back to what they did with Arkham Origins. A lot of fans during that timeline had also mentioned that the game, at least as far as a overall look and feel, seemed to have taken a step backwards from when Arkham City had come out from Rocksteady's side of the house. So understandably so, I would say maybe just from resources that both developers probably have access to, that might make sense as to why we may see a drop in quality, but I'm going to go ahead and reserve judgment first. Let's go ahead and throw up the video on the green screen itself. We're going to dive right into it, figure out what's going on specifically with Gotham Knights, focusing a lot on Nightwing and Red Hood specifically. Hopefully these guys are done justice. I mean, they even got me interested in Batgirl, and I didn't even think I was going to attempt playing Batgirl in this video game, but I was really sold on what they had done with her, so let's see what Nightwing and Red Hood got going on. But before we jump into the video, let me know in the comments below if you guys have seen the gameplay reveal already. Who are you looking forward to playing most? Are you waiting on a Tim Drake gameplay reveal at this point? I think that's the only person they haven't specifically shown. And on the flip side of that, what Gotham villain are you looking forward to facing inside of Gotham Knights? Whether they've already been confirmed, whether you think they might be a DLC chapter, let me know in the comments below. And always, guys, if you guys are liking the videos that we're putting out here, please be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Now, let me go yell at the production team to go ahead and load up this trailer. All right, let's see what we got going on. Nightwing, Red Hood, shooting people, doing his little thing. All right, Dick's got the nightsticks, Cali sticks, whatever you want to call them.
Game director
Chef
at
Eleanor.
Warner Brothers Games Montreal. And today, I'm really excited to share with you gameplay footage featuring Nightwing and Red Hood from our upcoming game, Gotham Knights.
All right, all right. In-game footage, work in progress. Hold on, this microphone is right in my face. I can't see a fucking thing. We have a church.
Hurry it up, will ya?
Okay, we have the extras from Guitar Hero 3. Robbing an ATM.
We're joining Nightwing, also known as Dick Grayson, midway through the game story as he patrols our city.
Midway, okay.
All of the Knights can unlock heroic ways of getting around the city. For Nightwing, it's his glider, the Flying Trapeze.
Are you kidding me?
The regulators
What is
gang
this?
are engaged in a hacking crime, so
The
it's time
Flying
to bring
Trapeze?
some vigilante justice
And it's a
to the bad
Fortnite
people.
glider? Okay.
Each crime in Gotham
He had the
Knights plays
assassin
like a mini
takedown.
game mode with rules and
What the
optional
hell is
objectives.
this?
Nightwing's
Oh
fighting
my
style is
God.
acrobatic.
The
He
combo
ping-pongs
chain's
around
ruined.
the battlefield. While you can play the whole game solo, you can also
Please tell me the
protect
dev
Gotham
just
and
doesn't know how to
co-op
play
with a friend.
games.
Here's Red Hood. Red Hood gained new abilities after
That's
being
right, here's the
resurrected
two
by an
co-op.
assassin cult.
They fucking put Jason's soul jumping in this shit? Okay. That's the Lazarus pit we're pulling from?
Successful attacks and dodges build up my momentum bar below. And timing
Momentum
my strikes
bar?
and combos correctly makes it build faster. Once the bar is full,
Okay, it seems
heroes
like his
can
guns are
unleash
lethal.
powerful abilities.
Takedown.
Red Hood's ranged attacks are a little louder. He fires non-lethal rounds that still
Wait.
do a lot of damage.
Non-lethal? What's the point of him being in here then?
Here's Red Hood's
That was
barrage
kinda cool
ability,
kick.
which deals piercing damage to interrupt armored attacks.
Armored attacks. That's right. I forgot. They're
UI
doing a
you're
whole
seeing can be
RPG kind
customized
of
to
thing
your
with this game.
preferences. What's on
What
screen
the
is what I like, but you can set it the way you like.
Okay, you got Bane knockoff doing the little graviton punch. Jason's gonna shoot him in the back. You know, in comic life, Jason would have killed this guy. Okay, we're bringing back the dual takedowns. Got it. We kept that from the old games. There's not a lot of dialogue these people share. Maybe this is just work in progress, but I feel like we'd see more of, Okay, we got the bike.
Now that we've prevented the regulators from
Interesting.
stealing data, let's follow Red Hood for a bit.
This definitely looks a lot different from
The
the
Batcycle is usable by all heroes in Gotham Knights.
angle
Let's
that we
watch
saw
Red Hood chase down a
Batgirl kind
smuggling
of riding the
van
bike on.
in the
I don't know.
Southside neighborhood.
There just seems like something's missing. Chat, we saw... it just... Okay, cool. Little Spider-Man takedown. Spider-Man-like from the PS5 game. PS4, depending on, you know, how much of a pleb we are. I don't know how I feel about Jason's guns being non-lethal.
Red Hood can unlock the ability to attach a bomb to thrown opponents, so he can detonate it
Oh
with a
shit,
shot
he's got the
later.
Injustice 2 super? Okay.
It's a pretty good time.
Yeah, it'd be a pretty good time if, you know, he could shoot somebody and they'd actually drop. There's a lot of XP, and it seems like there's a lot of upgrade materials you collect for just stopping world crimes. Okay. You got some grapple action? Alright. It just seems kind
Now
of
we're
like...
back at the Belfry, the hero's home base.
It seems kind of schlocky.
From early in the game.
I'm wondering if that means that every
The
character's
workbench
gonna
is where we
have...
go to upgrade our equipment, making sure
their
that
own
we're ready
story?
for
Okay.
each new challenge through the game.
Wait, gear?
Players find blueprints and crafting materials by taking on
Oh,
missions.
wait
and
a
fighting
minute!
crime.
No!
Each blueprint has different stats.
Did
giving
you take
player
the
a wide
easy way
range of
out,
tool choices
Montreal?
For their individual strategy and style.
What happened to the gear pieces changing?
Gear with mod slots is
Okay,
better
that
because
suit
mod
looks kinda
chips
cool.
Power up gameplay properties.
Regenerator? That one just looks too overdone. I don't know. Wait, where's this?
Players can unlock fast travel to get around the city in a hurry with the fast.
No,
path.
I don't want fast travel. Just give me that. Fuck the Fortnite glider. What the hell did he grapple onto? God? Like I was saying earlier, I wonder if maybe there's a
time for
change that
NightWing to
every
sneak into
character
core
gets their
territory.
own. It's probably not super done up, but I wonder if everyone's getting their own like story track that they go through. Like there was
Stealth is
more of a
always an
reason to
advantage.
play Nightwing, and there's more of a reason to play Tim Drake
Be careful.
in terms of like solving the overall plot of the game, right? Like they interact with different heroes or different villains. I
I'm
mean,
not complaining. Nice to get a break once in a while.
who's this?
The poor bastard did.
The poor bastard. As far as I know, I just got a longer break.
Poor bastard. Wonder what that means.
Oh God.
Every hero has unique takedowns and finishing moves. Ambush strikes
oh,
are faster
oh,
than silent takedowns, but make more noise.
I can rummage in peace.
Oh, so there's two.
Augmented reality vision helps the
Interesting.
heroes solve puzzles and investigate mysteries.
AR shows a trail of blood.
Why'd you reinvent the boot wheel? You could have just said detective vision.
There's something.
I don't
on
think
the
nobody's
floor.
expecting you to change that. As a universe-specific
The hatch
thing.
is connected.
The one thing I don't know if I'm really on board with is it seems like the fight areas, the arenas essentially that you combat the enemies in, they just seem really large. They seem really large rather than those tight enclosed spaces that you got throughout the Arkham series, even in Arkham Origins, where, you know, you could chain a bunch of different hits and finishers together. This one, it seems like you're more kind of jumping from place to place. Like, look at this area, right? Look at how much he's bouncing back and forth between these two people, and then now he's got to reset himself. And I feel like this entire corridor could have just been condensed, just slightly. Like, look at the way he's got to hop, skip, and leap to fight different enemies.
For anybody wondering how this fight looks with Red Hood, check this out.
Is this the same fight? Nice. So he's got incendiary rounds. Boom. Okay.
Red Hood takes on a Talon Gladiator here, one of the Court of Owls' engineered superhuman assassins.
The Talon Gladiator, that's cool. I can't wait to see Talon show, like real Talon show up. Okay. Fucking. Whoever the guy doing the demo for this, you're a trooper, man. I would have gave up at that point if I would have missed that shot.
Custom Batcycle skin.
Pre-order now. Whoa. That's the whole video? Yo, Jeff Eleanor couldn't even say goodbye. He's just like, here you go. Ask a bunch of questions. We'll see you next time. I have a lot more questions than I do a lot more hype. Or my hype is almost gatekept by the amount of questions that I have as far as the design choices. Boss Ron, what does that mean? Well, let's elaborate specifically. To start, like I was mentioning in the trailer earlier, it seems like the fight areas are really sprawled out. It almost seems like Nightwing and Red Hood, and probably by that measure, Batgirl and Tim Drake are going to almost look like minifigures in these large open scale environments that they have to actively jump, skip, roll, and commando dive towards to get from one enemy to another. That's kind of the first issue I have. It doesn't seem like the combat was a lot fluent, or that might be at the crux of whoever was running the demo on their end might have not been the best person to probably show us what's really under the hood. Props to you if you get that reference. The one component I noticed they didn't specifically show here that was prominent during the last E3 gameplay reveal that focused on Batgirl was the fact that there were health bars above many of the characters. So I'm curious to know if that had gotten taken out by any chance, or if that still kind of plays a part and they hid that for the presentation that was here. I think that's the only way that they would be able to explain something like Jason Todd's bullets are lethal, unless it's a story thing where we're saying he turned over a new leaf. But in a game where we actually get a full capacity shot to play characters like Jason Todd and Nightwing, it would have felt nice to just kind of play as their character, as they were, you know, designed to be when they were originally created, versus something that we're just trying to spin out for hopefully not the sake of just a rating, if you will. And before this turns into a 90-minute deep dive in terms of comic accurate lore, my last gripe, especially about just Jason Todd's combat specifically, is I feel like as far as the gun kata combat goes, or at least just referring to the bullets in the gun, we could have probably saved that just to be focused or put inside of the combo finishers. So that way it still would have fit his character more of being that, you know, super lethal, cold-blooded criminal killer that he is, but not having to then say he's using non-lethal bullets because we want to justify him doing shooty-shooty in the middle of combos, especially when the map is already like 50 miles wide. To get from one enemy to the other to then get to the third Hulk, you know, Talon, Guardian, Golem dude that they were talking about. And I'm also wondering what the stealth action is going to look like in the game. It seems like we've all but confirmed that enemy health is a real thing by way of the two mechanics surfaced in stealth portions of the game. You know, one being the ambush strike as well as the OG silent takedown. It seems like those are going to pivot based on what the enemy's health threshold is, and if you're leveled enough to actually take them down silently, or if you have to risk it and do the ambush strike. I guess if that's you know, what justifies the RPG mechanics of the game, then sure, but it really just feels like we're kind of overcomplicating the systems and the combat that was set up previously in the Arkham series. I mean, even looking at Arkham Origins, something wasn't really kind of established like this, and we were going with a Batman who was like year 2 at the time. So if the justification is because, oh, it's the Bat family and they're not as skilled as Batman, then great, but just like, we already kind of had this set up as far as, you know, what the DLC episodes looked like from Nightwing, Red Hood, you know, Batgirl's chapter and stuff like that. So why was there a need to work backwards for the game? I mean, even subtle things like the time trials or the challenges that they said were featured across the map, sure, maybe it's kind of a secret that they'll reveal later, but you could have just at least said now, like, hey, yeah, Riddler challenges are back in the form of time trials and challenges throughout the city, but we're just going to surface them and just generic, hey, go to this location and you start this mission and try to get a bronze, silver, or gold medal. I just don't get it. I don't get warm and fuzzies looking at this game, especially from the reveal. And speaking of warm and fuzzies, one thing that definitely kind of took that away was the fact that we were shown seemingly some kind of gear system that was going to come in play from the Batgirl gameplay reveal that seemed more focused on actually changing out different pieces of their costume, a la Injustice 2 style, where you can switch up a mask, you can put on a different cape, you know, put on different boots and stuff. I wonder where the design choice came in to also switch that now into just being pre-made default costumes of like 5. And some of them look really, really overdone. Others of them look clean, so I do kind of wonder from that angle, are there going to be more, you know, tailored to like the original-esque kind of looks, or are we going to get into the tacky like samurai-esque kind of outfits that, as far as like at least what they were showing from Nightwing and Red Hood, they weren't really hitting home. So I kind of see myself using that regenerator suit that Red Hood had, because it looks close to like the animated movie Under the Red Hood. So that might be the one I switch to. I just still, I'm not really feeling this game. And that kind of sucks, because I did want to blindly jump into another Batman or DC-like game. It seems like the experience I'm looking for is going to be more surfaced in Suicide Squad. I know we've seen a bit more on the cinematic sides, but I can't wait to see some gameplay from Rocksteady, at least from what they're doing on Suicide Squad. I just wonder what the delineation was that actually happened here was, and if this is something that's going to be fixed, or if it's kind of just too late at this point, since the game is coming out in October. As always, sub bosses, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Was this gameplay reveal enough for you to go out and pre-order Gotham Knights ahead of its October release date? Are there more problems surfaced here than were originally shown in the Batgirl gameplay reveal trailer? Or thirdly, are you just kind of waiting now at this point to see what Rocksteady's got in their deck of cards, as they're still working on Suicide Squad, and I'm pretty sure the press kit's starting to get rolling from their end too? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as well to become a sub boss member of this channel, if you will. Can't promise much right now besides alerts of when we go live and alerts of when our next videos are coming out, but stay tuned. As we grow the community, there will always be more. It looks like the bat phone's going off. I gotta stop Condiment King down at the Iceberg Lounge from stealing all the reddish. You guys take it easy. I'll see you in the next one.